Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Dave's Faves. I think we're up to 110 now. I don't know, something like that. And today I want to talk to you about Rimsky-Korsakov opera suites. Now, I did do sort of a big Rimsky-Korsakov opera suite recording roundup, but my favorite of all the Rimsky-Korsakov opera suite recordings is this one on Chandos with Neeme, Järvi, and the Scottish National Orchestra, which back then was only the Scottish National Orchestra. Now, I've had this for so long and loved it since the day it came out. Originally, it was 3 LPs, and then it became 3 CDs, and it was reissued by Chandos at a lower price on 2 CDs, which is how you will probably find it today if you can still find it. I got another one recently as a gift for somebody, so I know it's around. But boy, was this blew my mind. Oh my gosh. You know, we know that Rimsky-Korsakov, was an amazing composer and an incredible orchestrator, and his operas are all but unknown, and he made suites, and some of those numbers are very well known, the Dance of the Buffoons from the Snow Maiden and the Flight of the Bumblebee, and bits of Tsar Sultan and the Golden Cockrell, and those have been recorded multiple times, but a really extensive selection of opera suites recorded in absolutely stunning vintage Chandos Glasgow sonics, with the orchestra playing its guts out. I mean, just wow. This was something. This was a major event in my musical life. It really was. And what you get is, let's go through it very quickly. You get the May Night Overture, you get the Snow Maiden, which is lovely, and you get Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is a beautiful opera with a lovely suite. And I've played the suite, actually. I played the suite in orchestra, and I played cymbals and other things. It has a great polonaise. It is repetitious. I mean, like all of these suites, as I've said before and many times, Rimsky-Korsakov had virtually no sense of musical timing whatsoever. He just repeats himself, but so beautifully that we don't care as often as not. And Christmas Eve begins with this twilight shimmery da-do-do-do-da-da, the horn, and do-do-do-do-do. It's kind of like night in Prokofiev's Scythian suite. I mean, you can tell he borrowed from this in doing the Scythian suite. And once it gets hopping, once it gets going, it's just wonderful. It just takes a little while to get going. So you have to just relax and enjoy it and just sort of swim in the enchantment of it all. And it's just delicious. Then we have, let's see, disc 2, which is not disc 2 anymore in the re-released version of this. You get Mulata, and Mulata's just marvelous. And oh God, yeah, wait a minute. Let's wait a minute. Let me just look at this. You get Mulata. Let me see if it tells you what of Mulata you get here. Yes, you do. The introduction, and you get it's a series of dances, like Polish dances, a Rodova, Bohemian dance, a Lithuanian dance, an Indian dance, and of course the procession of the nobles, which is the only part that people know. And so, if they know it at all. So it's marvelous to have extra bits of this thing. And then you get, oh, this is gorgeous. Ah, God, I love this. You get the Legend of the Invisible City of Kiev. It actually has a much longer title, and the Maiden Favronia, and the this and that. It goes on like for paragraphs. But that is one of Rimsky-Korsakov's very greatest works. It's a splendid opera. The suite is glorious, and if you don't know the Legend of the Invisible City of Kiev, then you are missing a big deal. I kid you not. And then on disc 3, we have the more popular ones. We get Le Coq d'Or, and we get, that's the Golden Cockrell, and we get the Tale of Tsar Sultan, including the Flight of the Bumblebee. But boy, they just play the living daylights out of this music. You just can't believe how delicate and gossamer and gorgeous it is compared with just these massive, huge, pulverizingly brilliant climaxes. It is an extraordinary musical experience. It just put Neeme, Järvi on the map for me. I mean, this was old. I mean, what was the year of this? 1984. Yeah, 84. So it was it was a little while ago. You know what I mean? I mean, it was when all of that wonderful stuff was coming out on Chandos, and Järvi's career was blossoming. You know, he'd made some great recordings on Biss, and then he was on Chandos. Holy mackerel. Those were great days. Great days for record collectors. They really, really were. And I know a lot of you will remember them too. And if you were too young to have really been conscious of what was going on in the 80s, give this a listen. It'll really give you a taste of what all of the excitement was about. You know, the new, digital sonic potential, the potential of digital recording, and the rise of independent labels, and the pursuit of rare repertoire that was worth hearing. I mean, it was really a fabulous time, and this reminds me of it so well. It really does. So keep on listening, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.